I would say primarily it's about partnerships, and it's been about partnerships and working together with people to make things happen. After Hurricane Irene, we had the privilege of working with the local builders to do a roof for a client in Grafton, who clearly there was no other way she was going to get that done. And the builders came in and did the roof for her in partnership. And they all came out in one day and put on a roof and fixed it and walked away. And it was wonderful. And then the following year, we built 3 cabins with them at Camp Scully for our campers. We have a kids camp on Snyder's Lake, and they come overnight and then are also there during the day. And so we were able to build 3 brand new cabins for them in a camp that was, an old fashioned 40s camp. And so 3 brand new cabins are just a real thrill. And it was a real thrill for the builders to know that they were having this huge impact on these children. And we have about 350 children who come through Camp Scully in the summer. So it was just a really exciting prospect. And then most recently, I certainly have to speak to our CC Move initiative, which stands for Mobile Outreach Vehicle Extension. And that has afforded us the opportunity to feed a lot of people, literally millions of pounds of food in all over the Diocese of Albany, and also then to be able to go and meet people where they are, and to be able to meet with them and talk with them about what it is that they hope to be able to do. How do they wish to have their life be different? How do they want to be able to support their children in different ways? And so the CC Move has certainly been something that has just been extraordinary, and something that I think is really transformative in people's lives. And I think that's always the hope, is what are you doing some things that really do help to transform people's lives? And I would say those 3 things I think would be real highlights for me. I am passionate. I'm passionate because I believe that we're all wired for community. I believe that we're wired to do things together and be about things together. And people are encouraged by others' enthusiasm and passion and energy. And so I think in order for us to really transform the world, we have to be passionate and we have to be about it together. And so I can't help it. Like, I just am passionate. I am excited. I just want to make things happen and bring people together. And so I don't know how not to be passionate. And frankly, I would never want to not be passionate. Catholic Charities is very large. We have a geographic area of 10,000 square miles, 14 counties here in upstate New York. And so we go all the way out to Herkimer. We go to the Massachusetts-Vermont border. We go up to north of Lake George, down south into Columbia and Greene County. So we cover a lot of territory, and we do that through 12 agencies. Certainly one person couldn't lead it all by themselves, and so we have different agencies doing different things. And when we started, we were basically in the Capital Region. We started in 1917, and then Sister Serena Branson, who was the first woman to lead Catholic Charities anywhere in the country, became director in the 1970s. And she said, we need to go out to be closer to where people are and not just be in the Capital Region. Because in the Diocese of Albany, it's very rural. Those of you in Schoharie County and Otsego County and Delaware County know how rural the diocese is. And so it was important to get services closer to where people are. And so as a consequence of that, we do all different kinds of things, because in the days that we went there in the 1970s, when we went to particular places, some things that we might have been doing in the Capital Region were already being done in those places. So rather than duplicate, in conversation with the community, we made decisions to do other different things of the need that was at that point in that time. And so we have 85 different service lines across the diocesan structure of Catholic Charities. So some days I look around and say, oh my gosh, we do that too. But there's much great work that is done. And we serve about 85,000 people a year just in those areas, and then another about 200,000 through the CC Move initiative, which is the food program. My vision for Catholic Charities, well, I want to end poverty. I want there to be no more people hungry. I want people to be living in poverty housing. However, how I know that that's only going to happen is because we work together. And I think working together helps to do good things, and it also helps to transform lives and really help people to recognize that we can together make big strides. We might not be able to end poverty, but what can we do so that this person and that family and this person is able to be assisted in new and different ways and recognize that they have dignity and that they are valuable and that they have contributions to make? Because I think if we all knew that if what we did this little part, then the world would be a better place, and recognize that everybody has a contribution to make and everybody can contribute and make a difference in our world. Even though the smallest child to the oldest senior, everybody has something to offer. The support that you have, Fenimore Assets and the FAM Fund has really been so instrumental for so many years in the work of Catholic Charities Delaware and Otsego Schoharie. But it means there's food in the food pantry. It means there's a roof over the heads of people who are in a domestic violence shelter. It means that a warming hut can be available in the wintertime. It means that people come in and are spoken to and listened to and honored and respected for who they are. It means that we can have caseworkers going out, case managers going out and doing work in another place because we can pay them mileage. And it is transformative in that community because there's never enough to do everything we wish to do. And so knowing that these funds are coming and knowing that people really care enough to help raise these funds and the commitment that Fenimore has made all these years is just extraordinary. And the work that we do in Schoharie, Delaware, and Otsego counties wouldn't be easily done without funders and contributors like you and your supporters. Thank you for coming. Thank you for support. But thank you for showing up. But because your presence shows that you care, that little things make a difference, and that getting out together as a community is how it becomes better.